r/today I fricked up. Unicorn_unicorn says, today I fricked up by open about my feelings in therapy. I, 30F, went to therapy for the first time last month. I was feeling like I needed it for a while now. I was feeling like emotionally heavy and wanted to feel better. In that first session we only talked about the motivation to start therapy and defined a few steps to go with. Today I had the second session, which was defined to be 1/2 evaluation sessions. The therapist asked how I was doing, which I responded I was fine, and she started with common questions about my family. Then I talked about a sensitive topic for me. Then she asked me if I had told it to someone else, and if I used to vent with my boyfriend, 26, about my feelings and concerns. And here is where I'm afraid to had made the foo. I opened up about my bad feelings regarding my BF, and about my past attempts of breakup, which BF completely refused. I feel like I didn't express myself the better way, and I feel like the therapist didn't give me enough time and space to talk. Now she gave me a week to break up with BF or else she will press charges against him for dating violence. I don't want it. I don't think he is a bad guy or someone who deserves it. He surely have his issues, but not violent. I tried to explain it to her, but she told me I was giving excuses like the other victims. I don't think I can break up with BF in a week. I need more time to figure out how I'm feeling about him and about us as a couple, but I don't want him to go through charges. He doesn't deserve it. I'm afraid to drop out the therapy and the therapist press charges because of the dropping. I actually would like to keep going to therapy, and I like the way the therapist is so objective. I don't know what to do now. My mind is blowing. I can't stop crying. My chest hurts. If someone could give me some advice it would be great. Too long. Didn't read. I told my therapist that I tried to break up with BF before and he refused. Now she gave me a week to put an end in the relationship or else she will press charges against him for dating violence. I feel like I didn't express myself in the better way, neither she gave me the opportunity to, and now I'm blowing. Schopenhauer's son says, find a different therapist. This one is trying to make you conform to her wishes. It's pretty gross. PJ_2,003,125 says, lawyer here. She can't press charges, she doesn't have any standing to do so. Elkanah says, you probably need to mention what country you are in if you want advice about the practicalities. Also, break up with both of them. She shouldn't be threatening you with legal actions to coerce healthy behavior, and he should respect your breakups, since breakups don't have to be mutual. She is very right to be concerned. She is just an absolute idiot about how she is dealing with it. Parlionix says, report the therapist. Odd Philosopher 8950 says, your boyfriend can't refuse a breakup. Relationships are mutual and require consent from both parties. Leave. It's your life. Smithmanjanson_ says, she can't press charges and there's no such thing as dating violence. This therapist sounds like a nutcase. Go find a different one. The _Mykest says, whoa. I'm training to be a therapist now. That's not cool at all what your therapist is doing. Pixie Rumbling says, see if you can get another therapist. While I agree that what you've said about your boyfriend is concerning, a breakup does not need the other person's permission to happen. There may have been other things said that has this person concerned that you are not in an emotionally safe environment in the very least. However, the way she went about it is incredibly wrong. Being a mandated reporter is a thing, but I think you need to revisit what she may have said about the confidentiality of your sessions. This is not the way to do it if you are indeed in a violent situation. By forcing your hand and making you afraid as to what she will do, she is indicating that she is not a safe person for you. She knows your previous attempts at a breakup have not. gone well. And historically speaking, when people try to leave an abusive partner, that is, when they are the most vulnerable. Your therapist should know this, and know that giving ultimatums is unhelpful, and even unethical in therapeutic situations. I wish you the best, Opus. You deserve the support from both professionals and your partner. Please know that therapy can be challenging, but it is ultimately supposed to be a safe place for you to be challenges in a supportive atmosphere. Feeling like you, end up in therapy like this is not normal, and it speaks to how your therapist is. Not you. Please read the book The Gift of Fear. It's really helpful for identifying situations where your gut is telling you something is wrong, and then trusting those feelings to know that they are in your best interests. Daft Day Down says, can you do online therapy? Telehealth with a different city or something like 7 cups of tea. This is a shitty ass therapist. IDK, what's wrong with her? Not normal behavior. r/today I fricked up. Leave_ack_on says, today I fricked up. LPT ongoing number 2 at work. Just an FYI, I learned this LPT lap out 12 hours ago. When you want to absolutely annihilate the bathroom, but you're too nice to do it during the work hours, and too considerate that you don't want to chemically poison anyone entering the facilities for the next hour, and you can't wait an hour in traffic to get home, do it before admin arms the security. And most importantly, don't wait too long after everyone vacated the building, and don't read other people's today I fricked ups while doing your business. Especially if your workplace keeps confidential documents and warehouse full of products at that location. Otherwise, you may end up having to explain why you hid in the office, not only to admin, but the hours, your manager, security company and the cops. Not just that, they will ask you to write an email explaining the nature of your stay to the board of directors, which will be shared with their insurance company. And should such thing happen on a Friday evening, you'll have the entire weekend to think about what you did and write that email. Too long, didn't read, just do your business when you have to, don't postpone anything. General Frumpf says, just tell them you have IBS, a medical condition, and it flared up as you were leaving work and couldn't wait. Shame them, not yourself. Then hand them a copy of Everybody Poops. Clone and Muppet says, toilets are designed to be used, just do it. Zedman 5000 says, just do the courtesy flush. Flush as the monster leaves the cave so it drowns, doing minimal damage. r/today I fricked up. NWW5 says, today I fricked up by not checking Windows display settings for 5 years while being a gamer. I thought displays were automatically converted to the highest refresh rate. However, they are not, and I played FPS games or games like LOL that require a fast reaction time. In the Windows display settings there is a setting that automatically makes your min to 60 Hz, not 144 Hz for my monitor. I realized today that, since 2018 or 2017, when I bought this computer, the entire reason I bought my specific monitor, which cost me about $200 more than the 60 Hz one 5 years ago, was to have an edge vs the pause. I even remember hitting my peak rank in a few games, because I really thought the monitor was doing work instead. I basically nerfed myself for tens of thousands of hours in gaming. Too long, didn't read, I spent about $350 on a high refresh rate monitor for no reason. A Lassie Susan says, the power of the placebo effect. VINCE2 says, wow, that sucks. How does it feel now going to 144 Hz? r/today I fricked up. Praxx_23 says, today I fricked up eating Indian food for 3 days in a row. Wednesday night my boss and I ordered an Indian during a late work night. As usual I got the chicken korma hot because it's a good burn. Thursday I had no need to pack a lunch for work. I had bit of korma leftovers. Score. Thursday night. Oh yeah, I forgot it's homemade chicken masala night. Just a tad spicy due to our kiddo still working up the desire to sweat while he eats. That masala was legit, the best we've ever made. Tonight's dinner was of the casual variety. Just grab something and eat it over the sink. It was all good though, I had some excellent masala leftovers. Now it is 10 PM and I just asked my partner for Imodium and an ice cube. I don't think it'll ever be the same. Too long, didn't read, ate Indian, Indian again, Indian again, and Indian again. Now I can't stop shitting fire. Ike Sixley says, Imodium, that's optimistic of you, have you considered a cork? D. Shadow 29 Warrior says, bro, just FYI for white people, if you have low tolerance for spice, get lassi drink with your Indian meal, it will cool down your stomach. Kalalk says, chicken korma is not spicy at all though. It's literally the mildest curry there is. Tistic says, your system has to get used to it, this process starts in front and works its way back. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.